Hey my friends, welcome back to the GeForce Grotto and another GeForce G-Cell Gets video. Unlike the last weekend, today was a one-stop shop and I was done for the day because I spent all my money. This was a Craigslist ad. All the ad said was tons of retro games and kid stuff, and there was just a street name listed on the ad, and that was it. I believe there was like a map on the ad too, but I found out where it was. It started at 9 o'clock. It was about 20 miles west of me, so I got there about 8:50. They were still setting up. I go up to the sale. I ask right away, do you have old video games? The guy goes, yeah, they're right here. He proceeded to show me about 5 boxes of stuff. They looked like they'd been picked through, and he said he did have a sale yesterday on Friday, and he had about 3 times as much stuff. So I definitely missed out on that, but about 30 seconds after I got there, another guy walked up, and he was looking at the video games as well, and seemed like he was interested, so I just right away asked what the seller wanted for everything, and he came back with $250. He had like a list of everything written down, I guess, and he wanted $250. I came back at $200, and we settled on $225 right away. So I packed up all the stuff and consolidated it into 2 boxes worth. So the first 2 boxes were $225. Others, so like I could just quickly scanned over it, and it seemed like it was, a worthwhile buy. And I also got another 2 boxes of stuff basically later on for another $100. So in total, $325. I didn't really look through anything at all, so I'm gonna go over this with you together, and we'll see what I got. But the other guy that was there who was looking, he was a really nice guy. I was talking to him for a while the whole time I was there, and he really wasn't really looking for that much, just a couple things. I guess he was just starting to get into collecting. He wasn't a shark or anything like that I had to compete with. But the seller went back in and was looking around for some more stuff. And before that, the seller's neighbor came over and saw that he was selling video games. He's like, oh, I have some things in my house. Let me go get them. So he comes back. He brings back some PS1 sports games and like Cool Borders and Tony Hawk or something. And he had one game that was worth getting. It was the Resident Evil 2 Director's Cut for the PlayStation. And I asked him how much he wanted for it. I said $3. He came back at 10. I said no, thank you. So then I guess he just was talking to the seller and basically gave him the games and said, here, feel free to do whatever you want with them. If you sell them, fine. So when the seller was inside looking for the other stuff that he didn't put out yet, I put the Resident Evil 2 Director's Cut in my box of stuff, so I added that to my pile. And I think that's all I'm going to say about that. So let's go over and see what I got. This is really the first time I'm looking to see what I got. I quickly scanned over it, like I said. I don't really know what everything's here, but I saw a Sega CD, Sega Saturn games. I figured a bunch of pretty decent Game Boy games, so I figured it was worth it. So let's go through it. Got some cases here. Nobody cares. Fanny pack. Get those way out of there. Out of the way. Okay, so we got some Sega CD here. Double switch. We got Jurassic Park. We got Ground Zero Texas. I'm sure none of these are really good stuff. I'm sure most of the stuff went into sale. He had yesterday. Like I said, he had a lot more stuff, he told me, and he said he had a bunch of Genesis games. He said nothing too crazy, like the $8 to $10 range in games. But I don't know how much of this stuff that he had left was picked over. Sunday night NFL. Probably just a good case swap. Rebel Assault. It's in there. Sonic CD. It's in there with the foam. We got Sewer Shark with the manual, a packing game. We got Mortal Kombat. It's in there. I hope all this stuff is in it because I didn't check anything. Like I said, I just quickly made the deal and was gonna get out of there. RDF Global Conflict. Never heard of it. National Hockey Night. NFL's Greatest, San Francisco versus Dallas, 1978 to 93. I apologize in advance. This is going to be a long video. We got Midnight Riders. Looks like there's some prices on the back, like $10. I don't know if those were his prices or what. We got a Game Boy Pocket, a red one and a black one. They're both in pretty nice shape. This one looks like it has some pixel damage there. And we get into the Game Boy games. We got Tetris 2 with, I don't know, some white on it. Tetris. Kirby's Dream Land. Page Master. Yoshi. Skater Die Bad and Rad. Final Fantasy Legend 3. Chase HQ. Hubert. Adventure Island 2 Aliens in Paradise? Really? Aliens in Paradise, huh? That's an interesting thing. Kirby's Pinball Land. We got Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Earthworm Jim. These seem to be all solid titles here. Not your normal fare. Joe and Mac. These look like all games that I would play myself. That's it for that box. Got Donkey Kong Land. F1 Race. Space Invaders. Super Mario Land. I had this one as a kid. Super Mario Land 2. 6 golden coins. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Back from the Sewers. And I had a Turtles game too. I don't remember which one it was though. and Donkey Kong. So that was one of the boxes. I consolidated everything into 2 boxes for that first deal. And then we got a bunch of GameCubes. There is 3 indigo ones. This one's missing the jewel on top. He didn't have any cords for these, but he said they all worked. This one's stuck. And it's missing all the bottom pieces. And there's 2 silver ones. This one has some memory cards in it. That's nice. And 1 black one, missing the bottom pieces. Okay, then there was an N64 with Perfect Dark. Oh, nice expansion pack. I didn't check that. With the power and AV. And the controller here. There's a Xeno Warrior Princess. Scooby-Doo, transfer pack, rumble pack, memory card, and then A Bug's Life. Some little case probably for a Game Boy Advance. And there's a generic GameCube controller. And another multi-AV cable. Is some Saturn stuff now. Pretty nasty controller. It's just disgusting. I don't know what's all over this shit, but this is really nasty. NHL. Sega Touring Car Championship. We got Virtua Fighter 2. Soviet Strike. Mech Warrior 2. Extra manual for Virtua Fighter 2. Kind of water damaged Daytona USA. I guess I could put these with the other loose copies I got last weekend. That's it for that box. Oh, I guess they go with these. Daytona USA, Virtua Fighter 2, Packing Games, Virtua Cop, and another bootleg sampler. And then some Warcraft books. Nobody cares. Okay. So that's that. This was the other stuff I bought later that he brought out from inside. Here is the Resident Evil 2 Director's Cut. And 2 Atomic Purple controllers. This Aqua color. I don't know what they call that one. Two of these indigo clear GameCube controllers. And then like this whole box, the bin of like manuals and shit. So let's go through this other box here. You got a Wii Sports Resort, Wii Sports, Wii Fit, Game Party, an egg slicer. I needed one of those. And yeah, there's like condoms in here and shit. There's also a PS2 Slim in there. Some nunchucks. PS2 controller. Tiger Woods and the Speed Racer. An easy button.
That was easy.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. That's about it. That's in here, just the Wii stuff. But let's go over this bin of manuals together. We got Namco Museum, Nintendo DS. Your journey is just beginning. What is this for? Fire Emblem. Wow. Oh, maybe not. What is this? I don't know what this is. I guess it has passwords or something on it. I don't know. I don't know what that is. SSX3. Game Gear AC adapter manual. Game Gear World Series Baseball. Peter Pan. Game Boy Advance. Everyone's favorite game. Atari 2600 ET. 2600 pole position. Donkey Kong. We got bowling. Air Sea Battle. Another pole position. Nintendo 64 information. Transfer pack booklet. Win, lose, or draw for the NES. Another Game Boy Advance thing. Duck Hunt and Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario Brothers Deluxe manual. Nice Star Fox manual here. Crash Twinsanity for one of three systems. Jimmy White's Cue Ball 2. NFL Game Day 2003. Super Black Bass. There you go, Eric. Here's your manual for your Super Black Bass that you say is so fun. Wildlife Country Club. Space Invaders. Entertainment System booklet. Some of this crap. GameCube precautions. More N64 precautions. Super Nintendo precautions that come in the games. Quarterback Club. Robotech Battle Cry. So there were some posters in here from like Nintendo Powers and stuff. We got Primal Rage, Long Box PlayStation. Casper. Sonic and Tails. Looks like it's missing the front cover. Ridge Racer 64. Here is a Xbox DVD receiver. Another little case. NES control deck. Yeah, it's just like a poster that would come in a game, an NES game. Another Mario Duck Hunt without the front cover. Another poster. Looks like it's Wildlife Country Club. Some of these. We got something about an Acclaim. Shadow Man, something. Rockstar map for the Grand Theft Autos. Another whole bunch of these. It came with like the NES systems and what have you. There's a ton of these. There's a Super Metroid one. Star Fox, Play It Loud. I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but I'll figure it out later. Is what I thought when I was buying these. Just a ton of posters that came with games. There's some kind of business card for somebody who buys old video games. All these posters, oh my god. Just tons of them. Tons of them. Let's get something good here. Another receiver, stylus, some pens. This is the Adventure of Link manual. So for the second game on the NES, video pinball, Star Wars for the Game Boy Advance. N64 manual. More posters. Final Fantasy IV complete collection. Looks like this is on PSP. Another poster. Twilight Princess. World Heroes. Super Off-Road. NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Super Bases Loaded. Wheel of Fortune. Clue. Uniracers. Buster Bust Loose. Battle Stations. Just got that for the Saturn loose last weekend. Crossroad Crisis. Tetris Plus. Turok. The Road to El Dorado. 102 Dalmatians. Another pen. Counterfeit detector pen. We got Scrabble. Road Rash 3D. MechWarrior 2. Super Off-Road for the NES. Railroad Tycoon. Pac-Man. Frogger. 007. Major League Baseball. Ken Griffey. Metal Gear Solid 3. Home Alone. Circus Atari. Super Challenge Baseball. Muhammad Ali Heavyweight Boxing. The outer artwork for Pro Wrestling for the Master System. Asteroids. More stuff like that. Other artwork for Olympic Games for the Genesis. More crap. Your artwork for Tetris Plus and Jimmy White. The manual for Kirby's Dream Land. That's nice to see. More your artwork for Dino Crisis. And Motocross Mania. The web browser 2.0 for the Dreamcast. Driver. Railroad Tycoon. And Crossroad Crisis. Another one of these friggin' business cards. We got Spec Ops, Game Boy Color, another Motocross Mania, there's Driver, Game Boy stuff. Number 64, Zapper Manual, Superstar Soccer 64, Pokemon Trainer's Guide. It's kind of nice. Toy Story 2, Game Boy, all these Game Boys. And Top Gun Second Mission. That's it, guys. Thanks for sticking around if you watched to the end. Tell me what you think on this pickup, if it was a good deal or not. Did I do good? Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.